Leo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's good? Time for your weekly check-in. We're going to see what's happening with you guys for the third week of October. October week 3. So if any of you need a personal reading, the information is in the description of this video. For those of you catching this on time, tomorrow, Saturday, October 11th, is going to be our next round of weekly live readings right here on this channel. Yes, you can pre-order on my website. It's $22.22. We go live every Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time and read your readings right here on this channel. And they will be time-stamped in the comments if you can't stick around for the live stream, and that video will be on my channel permanently. More information is in the description. Oh yeah, also my course on how to attract your life partner is going to be available, hopefully until we finally finish up my newest course. Link for that's in the description as well. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see how the energy's looking. How's the energy looking, universe? Leo and their situation and the person they're dealing with. How's it looking? Show 4 of Wands. The metaphorical door is hanging wide open, ain't it? Uh-oh. I don't know. I think this person's contemplating reconciliation. 2 of Swords, Tower reversed. Uh-oh, got that Devil card, though. Doesn't really look like this person has done a whole lot of changing. I'll tell you that much. Honestly, it kind of feels like they are waiting for the right opportunity. Now, what would that be? I don't know. You know that, well, most of the time, when somebody you fell out with, especially if it ended badly, is waiting for the right opportunity to come back into your life, what would most people in that position consider to be a good opportunity to slide back into your life? Could you imagine? A point of vulnerability, right? Something bad happens to you. You get broke up with, you get cheated on, you get ghosted, granny's in the hospital, dog gets hit by a car, you lost your job, your car got repoed, something bad. You're at a low point, right? The good news, though, is that it doesn't honestly look like they're taking action. So I guess if that's what they consider to be a good opportunity, it doesn't look like anything bad's happening to you. So, but that door's hanging wide open. Maybe they just don't know the door's hanging wide open, you know? Maybe they're just not aware of that. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how they feel about you then. How they be feeling about you. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? King of Pentacles. Well, it doesn't really look like they're overflowing with love. Oh, they're still refusing to acknowledge the truth of the situation, though. Yup. I think they have a lot more feelings than they want you to know. So I think this is honestly a cover-up. But I think this right here is the most important thing of this person's energy. Well, this kind of goes along with it too, but they're ignoring the truth about the situation. So whatever it is that they need to acknowledge, whatever they need to work on, whatever they need to address, they are absolutely refusing to look at or acknowledge that. So I get basically the point that I'm getting at is if you are asking yourself, or if you're wondering, does this person regret what they did, or have they learned their lesson, or another common one that I hear a lot is, have they had a wake-up call? No. Nope. They're not even willing to look at anything that they've done wrong. They don't see an issue with their own actions. And if somebody don't see an issue with their own actions, what can you do? Not much. But, yeah, so they're hanging around waiting for the right opportunity. In the meantime, not wanting to show any emotion because it doesn't really look like you had any emotion. But let's get the advice, I guess. What's the advice? Well, just be careful if you decide to engage. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it's telling me straight up. It's saying that communicating with this person would not be a good idea. But I'm going to see if I can twist it and bend it a little bit. Oh, you know what? Maybe start off with just getting closure with this person. Start off with that. Start off with that. And just write them a closure message and let that be. I think I told you all this same thing a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? I told a few signs that over the last month or so. Closure. And when you get closure with somebody, your intentions have to be so solid and on point. Closure means closure. It doesn't mean I'm starting a conversation with you. It doesn't mean that I have hopes that this conversation will go a certain way. It's not a conversation. If I shoot you a closure message, that's not a conversation. I don't care how or if you respond. It's not for your response. It's for energetic purposes only, to clear the air. I want you to know, just simply for the sake of you knowing, that there's no ill will coming from me. That's all I want you to know. Don't care how you respond. I don't care if you say, oh, thank you, I love you, I miss you, or eat shit and die. Fuck off at least. I don't care. I just want you to know that. Right? And then you let that sit. You let that sit. That's got to have time to sink in. It's got to have some time to sink in. That doesn't mean that if they respond positively and say, oh, I miss you, I love you, that doesn't mean we get back together. This is not a reconciliation. This is closure. A reconciliation is not going to work successfully until the energy is cleared. So even if it does turn out to be a very positive conversation, don't jump straight into a reconciliation. This is closure. This is clearing the air. This is clearing the energy. But, like I said, this is saying that for a lot of you, that might not be a very good idea right now. Especially if you don't think you're strong enough to withstand this person's manipulation tactics or the games that they like to play. I mean, hell, if you think you're strong enough to just shoot them a message and then ignore any response, then by all means, go ahead. Go ahead. If you can just write them that message and then step back and just ignore anything else that they say, Don't open it. Don't read it. Don't respond to it. I don't care how positive it is or how negative it is. Just ignore it. This is in a conversation. This is for energetic purposes only. All right, gear shifting time now. Let's see how the energy's looking for the singles. How's the energy looking for the single Leos? Eight of Wands reversed. Two of Pentacles. Some of y'all honestly might just be too busy right now for a fucking relationship. That's what this is saying. I got a few scattered mixed messages here, honestly. I don't know why this came through, because usually this is a separate intention altogether. But it's telling me to say it for some reason. For those of you interested in a specific person, and let me get a little bit more specific with it, because this isn't going to be all of you. This is just a few of you. For those of you interested in a specific person, and there hasn't really been any talk of there being a relationship, you haven't really flirted, just somebody you're interested in. If you're ever wondering if they're coming forward with a love offer, I'm being told to tell you the answer is no, they're not. But honestly, this is kind of telling me that somehow, some way, y'all are a little bit too busy. I kind of feel like your path is going to be taken up right now with other shit that's preparing you for things that are very, very important. And it may not be time for somebody to make their way into your life right now. Whatever that means. It's going to be different for each individual. But it might be kind of a slow, boring week, honestly. It might. This Libra season has been rough, hasn't it? Isn't that weird? I've noticed that. I've never, ever had an issue with Libra season before. I don't know what's going on in the air or what's going on in the planets or in the stars, but whew, man, this Libra season's been heavy. If I didn't know any better, I didn't check to see what planets are in retrograde. It almost feels like some abnormally heavy fucking retrograde energy going on right now. I figured it was just the full moon, but that's gone now, so I don't know. Anyway, okay, that throws a huge monkey wrench in my flow. Did not expect that message to come through at all. So, shit, what do I read next then? Damn it. I guess let's just get advice. What's the advice for the Leo family? Oh, you know what? I was just telling, I think it was Aries. I was telling Aries got this same advice. Was it Aries? I don't know. Anyway, and you know what? Maybe this does have to do with Libra season, honestly, because Libra is cardinal energy, right? I don't know if you all know about the qualities of the signs, but every season begins with a cardinal sign. And in the middle of every season is a fixed sign. And the season ends with a mutable sign, right? So Aries is cardinal energy, which is the energy of initiation, initiating a new cycle. So Aries, boom, spring. And then in the middle of spring, Taurus, fixed. And then in the end of spring, Gemini, which is the energy of clearing out the old to make way for the next season. Cancer, cardinal, beginning of summer. right? And then the middle of summer is you guys, Leo, fixed. And then the end of summer, Virgo, clearing out to make way for the next, Libra, fall. So we're initiating a new cycle. And a lot of times, especially in the beginning of a new cycle, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place to dig your heels in and get to work and really try to make shit happen. There's a time and a place to let go of the wheel and go with the flow. You don't want to only do one or the other. Some people say, just go with the flow. Some people say, no, dig your heels in and make shit happen. Well, you're both wrong. The wise person knows when it's appropriate to do which one. Sometimes, yes, dig your fucking heels in and make shit happen. Other times, step back and let shit flow. This is a time where things are really, really shaky and rocky in the world right now. And have been for the past couple of years. But now it's really, really about to blow, honestly. Go with the flow right now. If it doesn't look like the universe is wanting to let anything happen, don't try to force it to happen. Especially if you're trying to meet new people, you on them dating apps, you're trying to go out and meet people and trying to talk to people, you just can't connect with nobody. Just doesn't really seem like the universe wants to let that happen, and you're trying, and it just ain't happening. You try harder and it just ain't happening. Step back and say, all right, universe, dude. All right, I'm gonna leave this up to you. I've tried everything. That's wisdom. Wisdom is knowing when to step back and say, okay, I've tried everything. It doesn't look like the universe wants to let that happen. It feels like the universe is saying no. That right there, man, I'm going to tell you what, that right there can work wonders on your spiritual path, on your manifestation path, your healing path, your evolutionary path, and just in life in general. Learning when the universe is saying no. That can be tricky. Because sometimes the universe isn't saying no. Sometimes the universe is saying, dig your heels in and work harder. How do I distinguish the difference between when I'm supposed to dig my heels in and work harder and when the universe is saying no? That's something that can't really be taught. I mean, we can give little pointers, but your path is going to be very, very unique to you. Right now is going to be one of those times where, well, I'll tell you a couple of things that I've learned on my path. One thing that I look for on my path is when I'm supposed to dig my heels in and work harder, I'm going to be noticing a little bit of progress, even if it's just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, but if I'm able to step back and see just a little bit of progress, just a little bit, then I'll know I'm on the right track. But when the universe is fighting against me and my ship is sinking and I'm backsliding and I take one step up and slide back 5 steps, and the harder I fight, the deeper my ship sinks. That's when the universe is telling me no. I ain't gonna backslide too many fucking times before I say, all right, never mind then. All right, I'm out. I tap out. Throwing in the white towel because I know where that's gonna fucking get me. Last time I pushed it, I almost ended up dead, but I've ended up homeless. I've ended up losing everything. I've ended up on the streets. Push that too far and the universe will shove its divine boot up your ass. But you just got to get on that path and start developing that relationship with the universe, So anyway. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Leo family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is in the description. And don't forget, tomorrow, Saturday the 11th, is going to be our next round of weekly live readings. We do it right here on this channel. You can pre-order on my website. They're read in the order of which they come in. It's $22.22. And we read them live right here on this channel. The video will be on my channel permanently with all of the readings timestamped in the comments. So if you order one right now, but you're busy all day tomorrow, that's cool. You can come back tomorrow night or Sunday and just go to the comments and you can go straight to your reading and click on it and go straight to it if you want. All the information is on my website, tarotwithrich.com. The link is in the description. All right. I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.